What if the oldest dragon-slaying myth in Japan is not a legend, but a record of a kingdom's destruction? What if the ancient stories of Japan carry within them a deep memory shared by all of humanity? What if Japan's ghost stories, the Kaidan tradition of horror and the uncanny, preserve what written history chose to forget? What if the anime you love is still breathing with myths and legends thousands of years old? Myth, legend, folktale, ghost story, these are not fiction, they are the traces of history, the marks left by people who gave meaning to a world they could not fully understand and who carried that meaning forward through time. This channel enters through the doorway of Japanese myth and the traditions that survive in Japan, reads those traces, and sets out to rediscover the world. Why Japanese myth? Because Japan occupies a singular place on the map, an island nation at the eastern edge of the Eurasian continent, surrounded on all sides by sea. Cultures drifted here from the continent, from the north, from the south. And, with nowhere further to go, they settled and accumulated. Japan became a place where things washed up and stayed. Ancient beliefs and mythological motifs that vanished elsewhere on the continent sometimes survive in Japan with remarkable fidelity to their original form. Japanese myth contains descent into the underworld narratives of the kind found in Greek mythology. It carries elements that echo the fishhook myths of Polynesia, the tradition depicted in the film Mona. To read Japanese myth is, unexpectedly, to touch the deep sources of world mythology. And there is a second distinctive quality to Japanese myth. It is this. In the 7th and 8th centuries, Japan compiled its foundational historical chronicles in order to unify the nation. Those chronicles were the Kojiki, Japan's oldest surviving record, compiled in 712 CE, and the Nihon Shoki, the second chronicle, completed in 720 CE. Their purpose was to bind together peoples of different origins and different faiths beneath a single mythological narrative. Japanese myth, in other words, was history. And it was politics. Which means that beneath the surface of those myths lies something hidden. The memories of lost kingdoms, the traces of power struggles, faiths that were suppressed, and the true voices of the people. This channel peels back those layers, one by one. Japan holds a worldview unlike that of most other cultures. In it, nature, gods, ancestral spirits, elemental spirits, yokai, the supernatural creatures of Japanese folklore, Buddhist divinities, and ghosts all exist within the same unbroken spiritual world. The boundary between them is not a wall, it is a continuum. Nature brings both blessing and disaster, and so the gods of Japan are both gentle and terrible. This dual nature, the capacity to both nurture and destroy, is the core of Japan's spiritual culture. The sensibility runs unbroken from myth through popular belief, through yokai and the Edo period Kaidan tradition of ghost storytelling, through modern urban legends, and into the anime, manga, and games of today. In the manga Naruto, for instance, the techniques practiced by the characters bear the names of deities from Japanese mythology. But the hand gestures used to perform those techniques, are you aware that those originate in Buddhist practice? In a single work of contemporary manga, myth and Buddhism flow together, undivided, as one worldview. These living examples, folklore repurposed and retold in the popular culture of our own time, are part of what this channel sets out to explore. Through the traditions and stories passed down among people, legends, tales, and the cultures they carry, this channel pursues the mysteries of history. For example, what if the record of a lost kingdom's destruction lay hidden inside Japanese myth all along? The Izumo Kuden series, tracing the memory of the Izumo kingdom, preserved in secret through oral tradition for more than 2,000 years. The Izumo Kuden refers to the oral tradition maintained by the Izumo clan, passed down outside the written record. Why does a woman consumed by obsession transform into a serpent? The Yokai and Kaidan series, reading the ancient beliefs and social memory concealed within supernatural creatures and ghost stories. In the 1990s, why did children across Japan begin generating ghost stories set in their schools? The School Ghost Stories series, exploring the essence of Japanese folklore through the urban legends born in the modern era. Why, in Japanese myth, is a god killed? And why do the parts of their body give birth to the things of the world? Japanese myth, human memory series, reading the points of contact between world mythology and the insights of comparative mythology and cultural anthropology, and the memories shared across all of humanity. Through the pursuit of these mysteries, let us rediscover the world together. Why, then, did people tell stories at all? When faced with the things they could not understand, death, catastrophe, power, the nature of their own consciousness, they wove narratives around them. Read those narratives, and you begin to see lost histories, the shifting of societies, and the very nature of what it means to be human. Through the doorway of Japanese myth and tradition, to your own culture, your own roots. and the memory that belongs to all of us. Welcome to the world of myth. Is there a myth, legend, or piece of folklore, from Japan or from your own culture, that has stayed with you? Share it in the comments. If you found this compelling, please subscribe and leave a like.